Are you looking to cut back on sugar but don't want to sacrifice that sweet taste? You've heard the buzz about natural sweeteners, but do you really know which ones are game changers? You're not alone. With so many natural sweeteners out there, originating from both plants and animals, it's easy to get lost in the mix. In recent years, there's been a surge of interest in alternatives to refined sugar, with everyone from health-conscious individuals to food manufacturers looking for better options. Some sweeteners are hailed as the perfect sugar substitutes, while others might not be as healthy as they seem. Which ones can you trust? And what are the latest trends that could change the way you sweeten your life? In this video, a part of our series on natural sweeteners, we'll reveal the 8 must-know natural sweeteners that everyone is talking about right now, and by the end, you'll be surprised by a few that might not be on your radar yet. Let's kick off with something classic you might think you know well, but do you really? You've probably heard that honey, the nature's golden gift, has been around forever, but did you know it's been used for over 150 million years? Yes. Even ancient civilizations relied on this golden nectar, using it not just as food but also in burial rituals. Imagine, honey was so valuable that people even buried their dead with it. Why? Maybe they thought it could preserve them in the afterlife, kind of like an ancient elixir of life. However, I wonder how they deal with all the ants. Back to the story, beyond mythology, honey is praised today for its anti-aging properties and soothing effect on sore throats. No wonder it's a staple in households worldwide. But here's the twist. Did you know honey can vary drastically depending on the flowers the bees visit? That's right, each jar of honey could hold a unique flavor profile, and some might even be better for you than others. Are you really getting the best honey? Is your honey the real deal or just sticky syrup in disguise? Next up is maple syrup, a sweetener that's as much a part of North American culture as the trees it comes from. But here's something you might not know. Maple syrup was discovered by accident. The story goes that indigenous peoples found it when they wounded a tree, and the sap started to flow. Imagine stumbling upon a sweet treasure just like that. Yet, despite its origins, maple syrup isn't as widely accessible as honey. For some of us, including me, finding a good bottle of maple syrup can be like searching for a needle in a haystack. Have you ever struggled to get your hands on it? But once you do, the payoff is worth it. Maple syrup is rich in minerals like manganese and zinc, and its earthy flavor can elevate everything from pancakes to grilled vegetables. It's more than just a sweetener, it's an experience. From the cold forests, we travel to the warm deserts of Mexico, where agave nectar reigns supreme. This sweetener, derived from a succulent plant, is often touted as being sweeter than sugar yet lower on the glycemic index. Sounds perfect for those watching their blood sugar, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Agave nectar has its roots in ancient Mexican traditions, where it was used not just as a sweetener but also in religious rituals. It's more than just a sugar substitute, it's a part of cultural heritage. What do you think? Is agave really the miracle sweetener it's made out to be? If we are talking about sweeteners that are safe for diabetic patients, we must talk about stevia too. Worshipped as the zero-calorie wonder extracted from the leaves of the Stevia rebaudiana plant, this sweetener has been around for centuries but only recently gained global attention. Why? Because it's a sweet herb with no calories. Think about it, a natural sweetener that doesn't add to your waistline. It sounds almost too good to be true. Stevia is a favorite among those looking to manage their weight or blood sugar, but have you ever wondered how a simple leaf can be so powerful? What's your take? Would you swap your regular sugar for stevia? Ever seen a survival show where someone cracks open a coconut for water? Well, what if I told you that the real treasure isn't in the fruit, but in the sap? Extracted from the coconut sap since the 16th century, coconut sugar, a sweetener that's as versatile as it is delicious. With a caramel-flavored taste, it's packed with nutrients like zinc and iron. Have you ever tried using coconut sugar in your favorite recipes? The taste might just surprise you. Next on our list is something I really love adding to my grilled paprika chicken to sweeten it up. Molasses, a byproduct of sugar cane or sugar beet processing, dates back to 500 BCE in India. Did you know that the darker the molasses, the less sweet it is? That's right, not all molasses are created equal. The darker varieties are often more robust and mineral-rich, making them a nutritious alternative to refined sugar. But here's something you might not know. Molasses was used as a major sweetener before refined sugar became common, and it was even a key ingredient in rum production. Do you think molasses could make a comeback as a trendy sweetener? Heading back to ancient times, let's talk about a syrup that has been sweetening lives since 3400 BC in Mesopotamia. Date syrup, an ancient sweetener, is made from cured dates. It's rich in fiber and retains many of the vitamins found in whole dates. But here's a fun fact. Date syrup was once considered a luxury, reserved for the elite in ancient civilizations. Today, it's making a comeback as a natural alternative to sugar, especially in Middle Eastern desserts. Have you ever tried date syrup? You can try jam added with date syrup as its sweetener. It might just become your new favorite. Finally, we arrive at brown rice syrup, the hidden gem that hails from Asia. This syrup is made by breaking down the starches in brown rice, resulting in a mild, neutral-flavored syrup that's fructose-free. While it's not as widely known as honey or maple syrup, brown rice syrup is a favorite among those looking for a healthier alternative to high-fructose corn syrup. But here's the kicker. Despite being widely used in Asia, it's not always easy to find in Western grocery stores. Why do you think that is? Could it be that we're missing out on a hidden gem? All these natural sweeteners offer alternatives to refined sugar, each with its own unique benefits and flavors. But why are natural sweeteners gaining so much attention? Many people believe they are healthier, offering lower glycemic indices, additional vitamins, and less processing. But here's the real question. Are these alternatives genuinely better, or just cleverly marketed? In our next episode, we'll dive into the science behind these sweeteners, busting some myths and confirming what's real. Don't miss out. Make sure to like and subscribe so you're the first to know when our next video drops. Check out our video on honey if you want to dive deeper into one of today's stars. Remember, your health is sweet, so keep it informed.